Hello YouTube and a happy new year to 2024. This is my dividend portfolio update for December 2023. So my top 10, not too much change. Rolls-Royce has come up a little bit, but that's about it. Looking at December as a whole, started the month off at around 8.5% return, and then finished the month off at 11.5, 11.75. So pretty good month. I didn't really invest any money this month too much because the market was gaining quite a bit, and I didn't really want to put in and have a drop in January, so I did put a little bit of money in here. I brought F.I.R.E because they had a drop, can't remember what it was now, and then I waited a little bit longer and I think I put a little bit more in F.I.R.E and a couple of other companies. So overall, not a bad month, good growth. Looking at the year as a whole, started the year off at sort of 11%, nearly 12% return. Had a low of 3.1%, something like that, around here somewhere. Oh, where was it? Here. Yeah, look, 3.1. And then finished the year on a high. So overall, really good year. If you want to follow along, just pause the video and companies if you want to look how I'm performing on them. But I'm going to quickly go through. So British Tobacco's had a tough month, so I did stick some extra money in that to help my cost average. Same with Diageo, stuck a little bit of money in them as well. And LTC Properties was the other one I stuck another little bit of money in, just to get that to its £1 a month dividend. And my new company that I brought was F.I.R.E. So I brought F.I.R.E here somewhere, stuck a little bit more in, so overall it was a good buy at the minute. But yeah, doing okay. It's been a really good month in terms of return. Rally income's on a nice little rally back, which is good. I say Rolls-Royce is flying along, £3 a share, my biggest return. Apart from that, not much else to say really. It's been a quiet month, it's been a busy time of the year. And it is what it is. I had good dividends, so let's just move over to my dividend part of it. So I put in £140 this month, which was okay. Didn't really want to put any more in. So overall, the ISA give me £314 return on interest, so not bad. So that's where I'm at with the ISA. Going through my dividends, just check what I got for the month. I got £35. What did I get on the ISA? £31. So I actually beat the ISA in dividend returns in the month, but overall I got £412.45. So the ISA actually won out over the year by £2. So fairly even Stevens. But let's have a look what dividends I got this month. So I've got 3M paid out £1.24, Amflac paid out 68p, AG&C paid me out £1.38, sorry. Archers and Daniels paid me out 61p. BP, one of my biggest dividend payers, one of my largest holdings as well, paid me out £4.28, which I'm quite happy with. Nice little turn on the year on that. Coca-Cola paid me out 50p, which is another good return for the year, so I'm quite pleased with that. Emerson Electric paid me out 55p. Gladstone Land, which I have made the decision to sell, I've moved that to one of my sell pies now, paid me out 17p, so not the greatest. Horizon Technology Finance, good steady year for that actually, because I built that up to £1 a month quite quickly during the year. It paid me out quite well, £1.75. HSBC, my first dividend after buying that in September, paid me out £3.76, which I'm really happy with. IBM paid me out £1.34. My ETF, my S&P 500 ETFs paid me out 78 pence, which is a nice steady return. Sainsbury's paid out their final dividend of £1.20, so I'm okay with that as well. Johnson & Johnson paid out theirs at 67 pence. LTC Properties paid me out 94 pence, so very, very close to that pound what I was trying to get to. I think I'm over that limit now, so next year they should be £1 a month going through. Main Street Capital had 2 payments from them because they pay every 30 days, and I got £1.36. I might try and get that to £1 next year, but I'm slightly changing how I'm doing things next year. But they're in green at the minute, and don't want to pump money in when I've got other ones that are at a loss. McDonald's paid me out 64 pence. Microsoft, good one there at 16 pence. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but they pay really low dividend yield and share price is doing really, really well. Another one of my ETFs for bonds, both pretty similar, but one got 63 pence, one got 69 pence, so still okay with those. Slight dip down on the previous months, but I'm okay with them. PGG Industries paid me out 43 pence. Prospect Capital, the other one I got to £1 this year, paid me out £1.25. Again, slightly down on last month, but okay. Reality Income, that's been having quite a hard time these last few months. It's on a bit of recovery. This one I've started to put some money instead of Main Street. I got 63 pence, so I'm happy with that. I've moved this one to a sell pile as well. I've decided it's not a bad company. It's quite good actually, but it's not fitting in with what I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to bin it off. A Shell, the oil giant, paid me out £3.19, which I'm really happy with. Sherwin-Williams paid me out 20 pence. So, you know, bit of a grower. Stag, the steady one, paid me out 37 pence. My risky one, my 24 Select Monthly Income Fund, which is actually doing really well in share price as well at the minute, which surprises me. Paid me out £1.16, so I'm really happy with that. Unilever paid out 66 pence. Now my ETFs start paying out, so my Vanguard FTSE 100 paid me out 53 pence. The Vanguard All World High Dividend Yield paid me out £1.16. My emerging market one paid me out 19 pence. My S&P 500, which most people have, paid me out £1.04, which is really good. I did put a big chunk of money in that though, in September, about £160 I think. UK Gilt paid me out 25 pence, and the US corporate bonds paid me out 46 pence. And WW Granger paid me out 35 pence, and Whitestone paid me out 27 pence. And I've got 30 pence interest on some cash I got in the ISA. So overall on the month, I got £35.77, which is really good. So let's just have a quick look at the graphs before we go into the last few numbers. So the year as a whole, what have I done that? The year as a whole, it's a bit bigger, I can't really see it. There we go. Yeah, quite steady. So you see a nice growth on it. Sort of averaged out between sort of £20 and £30 during most of the year, which is really good. September obviously is really good. It's my best month every year. So yeah, reasonably happy graph there, trending in the right direction, going up. Quick look at the top ones. I don't think there's any change here. It'd be BP, Shell, AG, and Prospect Capital, with the final one being Penny Group still. So good terms on them. So let's look at the numbers as a whole for the month and for the year. So I put in £3,500 this year, which is £500 more than I planned, which is good because I didn't think I was going to get 3,000 at the beginning of the year with the cost of living. My investment value sat at 11,400 when I updated this sheet. So my return on investment, including dividends, was 24.2% return for the year, which is really, really good. High, a lot higher than I was expecting. but my average return across the 3 years is 18.2%, which again, really good. Like I said, I got £312.45 dividends, giving me a dividend yield of 5.37%. So I'm above the 5% mark that I wanted to be at. I'm going to try and hold it there. So that's why I'm changing what I'm doing in 24. I don't need to invest in the high yield ones. I'm going to start investing in putting my extra money in the ones that are at a loss, or the dividend growers, just so I can get a better sort of growth line rather than a risky one. So since I've been doing this, I've had £518 of dividend, and I did average just the £26 a month that I needed to get my target, and my capital growth this year stood at £935, which is really good. A lot better than I was expecting. And so then the total capital growth, I've made £1,700. That's good. So let's just have a quick look at the front sheet, so how things are progressing. So as you can see, this is my dividend since I've started, and this is an exponential trend line. So we want to be, obviously want to be above that line or on that line to where I want to go. So as you can see, it's pretty good. It's tracking it really well. Really happy with that. Another little chart is just how much dividends I get per year. So as you can see, nice growth. So it's almost pretty much doubles every year at the moment. I think that'll start to slow down now coming into year 4, year 5, but still very positives. So lastly, it's on to my performance for last year. So I had a target of £312.38 in dividends, and I just scraped that in there. My capital growth was predicted at £200. So I actually made 935, which is beat that one. And my predicted fund would have been 10,100, and it was 11,400. I did invest £500 more, so adjusting for that, still would be that target, still double that target. So it's good. I'm happy with that. Going on to my predictions, what my sheet says I'm going to make in the coming year. Dividends of 450, so that's achievable. Capital growth of around the same, and I should have a fund value of around 15,000 come the end. So let's see how this 2024 performs. Then going on to where I am for my 50k in 5 years. So I'm predicted to get to around 20k. And so where am I actually looking at for 50k? Still looking at 12 years to get that mark. So not on plan. It was a very ambitious target to start off with, but I had planned to increase my deposits each month or per year, but cost of living is squeezing out a little bit. So, but we'll see how we go. But we're still good there. 20k. We're very happy with that. Alright guys, that brings a close to the 2023 year in this portfolio. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks guys, see you next time.